going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all for tuning back in. And today I'm going to be reviewing the ANTA KAI Speed.
The most dangerous time of the month for shoe reviewers of all ages. Be careful when lacing up. The demons are out for our souls.
So for some of you guys that may or may not know, the ANTA KAI Speed is different from the ANTA KAI. ANTA KAI is its own shoe, and this ANTA KAI Speed is its own shoe. And also, I will be leaving links down below in the description so you guys can go ahead and cop this shoe if you like what you hear. Starting us off, I'll talk about the sizing and the price. The sizing, you guys can go your true to size, but if you want a little bit of extra toe space or a little bit of extra space around the shoe, you guys can go up half a size. And wide footers, I would tell you guys, it's probably better if you all go up half a size, maybe a whole size, but I think half a size should be good enough because I'm standard foot myself, and it is pretty tight and narrow around the size of your feet, which isn't bad or anything like that. It does give for a really good amount of snuggability, but I'm just saying, wide fitters, you guys usually have bigger feet than us. I would tell you guys a little bit of extra space is not going to harm you guys. Pricing of the ANTA KAI Speed is going to be $125, and I cannot complain with that at all. Moving on to the style, the ANTA KAI Speeds, and I'm going to give these an 8.5 out of 10. Shoe colorway name is called Twin Flame, and obviously, as you guys can tell, you can see some of the flaming indents on the shoe, but also it gives a very Egyptian style colorway, and that's one thing I'm very impressed about with Kyrie. But we've been seeing this from Kyrie since Nike. He always has very innovative and creative colorways. I'm glad that ANTA is also doing the same exact thing. Rarely are ever going to find shoes that have this type of graphic designing as well as this type of colorway alongside the shoe. And I really like the fact that Kyrie decided to go with like heritage and just that type of background and just put it on the shoe. This is a random analogy, but I don't know if some of you guys were born in the 90s like me. If some of you guys remember waking up on Saturday mornings for Fox Kids. This colorway reminds me of Mummies Alive, and I'll put a picture of what it looks like. Mummies Alive is in my top 5 greatest cartoons ever, and that's really what I love about Kyrie Irving's shoes and his colorways is they bring that vibrancy out and also the childhood out inside you. That's what I feel like when I look at Kyrie's shoes. I love vibrant colorways. Definitely continue to make these vibrant colorways because a lot of us love them. And for some of the materials inside the KAI Speed, I'll break it down for you guys. It's going to be a lightweight engineered mesh predominantly over the whole shoe, pretty much. And also there's going to be a feather blade TPU heel counter that's going to be for stability. So basically for movement. Triceps, lateral movement, stopping on a dime, step back, stuff like that. It's going to help you with those type of movements. Up next we have my favorite category, which is a cushion. And I'm going to give these an 8 out of 10. And I'm going to let you guys hear my first initial thoughts of the live cam of my foot inside this shoe. Obviously you guys can tell I'm outside because it's pretty noisy inside the gym. Kind of windy out here, so hopefully the noise reduction is doing a good job of keeping all that down. But I'm going to give you guys my live initial thoughts of the cushion. And if you guys like that Kyrie-esque feel like it was in Nike, these shoes are going to be court feel. They're not going to be too close to the ground, but they're not going to give you that much of a boost off of the ground. They are going to be court feel, so if you guys like that, you guys are going to be able to play in these. Also, you guys are going to get a good amount of impact force protection upon jumping and landing. I do feel a bit of soft and responsiveness inside these shoes cushion-wise. So once you guys take the KAI Speed out of the box, you guys are going to notice it is a lightweight shoe. It's also a low cut shoe, and also this shoe is going to have a good amount of forefoot flexion. That's me using pretty much not that much force. Once you guys are running and jumping on the brake, you guys are going to see this shoe is very flexible and can almost bend back and touch the top of the tongue, which is really good. So you guys are going to feel a lot more connected towards the shoe, like I mentioned before, when you're running and jumping. The cushioning inside the ANTA KAI Speed is going to be a nitro edge foam, and it's pretty much going to run through the whole full length of the midsole. Also, this shoe is going to be tailored towards the court feel. If you guys like court feel shoes, then you guys are going to love it inside this. Pretty much all like previous Kyrie models, they've always been court feel. There's really no Kyrie that I remember, on the top of my head at least, that's been like a boost off of the ground. So for those Kyrie lovers, this shoe is definitely going to be more tailored towards the ground for you guys. Also, something creative that they put inside the shoe that I can feel is a toe spring. Now, I know you guys are probably wondering what the hell is a toe spring and how does it work? I generally don't know how it works. I can say I do feel a little bit of pop and spring inside the balls of my feet where my toes are. It's not like anything crazy, but I do feel it does feel pretty nice there. So when you guys are running and jumping, you guys are going to feel like a little bit of access spring inside the balls of your feet. The cushioning for the ANTA KAI Speed on foot, I felt a good amount of impact force protection upon jumping and landing. The cushioning is also going to be pretty good for many play styles. Shifty, crafty, shooter, lockdown defender, post player, whatever it is your game, the cushioning is going to have a good amount of impact force protection for you guys. Also, I wouldn't recommend that you guys hoop with the shoe consistently outside, because I don't think it is enough cushion to last on asphalt. If you guys take it out here and there, I mean, go ahead. Some of you guys will probably do that, whatever the case may be. But for me, I wouldn't recommend that you guys hoop with this shoe outside because I don't think it is enough cushion to last you guys. But regardless of that, the ANTA KAI Speed cushion setup is a solid speed. Moving on to the traction of the ANTA KAI Speed, I'm gonna give these an 8.5 out of 10, and I'm gonna let you guys hear my first initial thoughts of the traction with my first time on my foot. And my initial thoughts of the traction, these are definitely gonna give you guys that Kyrie-esque feel that you used to get in Nike. You guys are gonna hear a really good amount of squeaking. You guys are gonna be able to perform confidently in any type of situation. So the traction pattern for the KAI Speed to me is better than the traction pattern in the KAI Kai 1. Kai 1, it didn't have enough for me. It felt very foam-like, and I felt like it would weather away very quickly. When this one feels a lot better, it feels more towards the rubber side, so it feels like it's gonna last a lot longer and better on the hardwood. The traction of the Kai 1 Speed is a really good amount of squeaking. Traction pattern is a tribal inspired multi-traction pattern design. It's gonna do a really good job of fighting off dust and also giving you guys a really good amount of grip and bite. So some of you guys are playing on a very pristine court, high level court, a court that's always kept up. The traction pattern is gonna perform great. If you guys are playing on a semi-dusty court like most of us, like myself, LA Fitness, 24-hour Fitness, YMCA Rec, I'm saying they keep it up, but it's not always kept up. On semi-dusty, these are gonna perform really good. Even if you guys are on a very dusty court, I think these shoes are gonna perform good for you guys. Now, if your AC's off in your gym and stuff like that, I don't know how these are gonna perform. I'm gonna assume they're not gonna perform the best. And if you are at a gym like that, then I would honestly tell you guys to go to another gym because it's just unsafe and stuff like that. So I wouldn't tell you guys to hoop on a court that has an AC off. Also, if you guys are trying to hoop with this outside, I wouldn't tell you guys to hoop with this consistently outside. That's because you guys can't feel it, but the grooves I don't feel like are strong enough to last against asphalt. On the hardwood, you guys are gonna be perfectly fine, but outside, I wouldn't tell you guys to hoop with this consistently. The traction pattern on foot, while you guys are playing with this shoe, is gonna fit pretty much any play style. Shifty, crafty, shooter, playmaker, lockdown, slasher, defender, whatever it is that you guys do, the traction pattern is gonna be able to hold you guys up and play confidently. And that's one thing, well, that's two things that Kyrie is known for in shoes: traction pattern and support. It has 1 out of the 2. Now let's hear about the support if it equals out to the 2 out of the 2. That's on the list. We have the support of the Kai 1 Speed. I'm gonna give these a 9 out of 10. Inside the support of the Kai 1 Speed, you guys are gonna get a really good amount of padding on the ankle bone and Achilles heel, inside the tongue, and the snuggability is gonna be really good for the shoe as well. You guys are gonna get that nice snug security feel that you guys are gonna want. Like I mentioned before, if you guys are wide for this, you might want to go up half a size just to have a little bit of extra space around here and just to have some space around here. But if you guys are like me with standard feet, you guys can go your true to size, and it's gonna give you that really great snug feel. And if you guys decide to go half a size or a little bit of extra toe space, you guys are still gonna get, I feel like, a great amount of snuggability around that ankle. Also inside the Kai 1 Speed, I hope I don't butcher this, have a 3D neoprene pillows, and basically what that's gonna do is, guys, give you that padding that's around the ankle bone and Achilles heel, and also gonna help you guys with that heel slippage. As you guys can see, I have 2 shoes in my hand, the Kai 1 Speed and the LeBron 21. LeBron 21, these are my top 5. I love these shoes to death. But the reason why I like the Kai 1 Speed kind of is because I think it's more straight back and it's built towards standard foot type of people. While this, as you guys can see, the circular, and sometimes when they have a cylinder type of design, they're more built towards wide footers. Last thing about the support of the Kai 1 Speeds, these are gonna benefit you guys. Traction is gonna be really good, support is gonna be really good, so there's pretty much nothing that you guys can't do. You guys are gonna have that confidence. Ending it off with the ranking of the Kai 1 Speed, I'm gonna give these an A-. I like these a lot better than the original Kai 1s. The original Kai 1s aren't bad, but they didn't give me that Kyrie Irving type of feel. Versus these, they give me that look and that feel. You guys are gonna get a rubber outsole that's gonna be multi-traction pattern design and gonna give you that Kyrie feel. Now the support category, in my honest opinion, is probably the best category about this shoe. You guys are gonna get that really good amount of padding on the ankle bone and Achilles heel and inside the tongue, and it's gonna give you that really great amount of snuggability around that foot. But that's gonna go ahead and be the end of this video. As always, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm at Chauncey sending this out, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.
Got anything you want to add to it, Chauncey?
What? That's your end intro?
Yeah, that's the end intro.
Thank you for guys watching today's video. See you next in today's video. Bye.